I was blaming the other person because I was with the person during that time when I found out that I'm HIV positive. And I was blaming that person, but I needed to forgive that person so that I can move on with my life. When I came out about my sexuality, got into physical fights with people because immediately once you do izinto abangaziqhelanga, then they're going to use that term, sorry to put it out there, yobumufi, ba oh ayimufi kwethini kwenzeka ntoni ngawe as bandikhula. I'm like, bana, I don't regret anything.
Welcome to the biggest podcast in the world. Yeah. Me say dive into the rhythm, feel the new wave vibe. Yeah. Where fresh thoughts and voices come alive. Sondela, Amela, yeah. Asiphatelo kuhle kudwangena. Ushakalanga neno yangoba ufuna ukuphoswa ilento usikuphathelo kuhle kudwangena.
Yes, hayi namhlanje siphethe a black queer. And I think it's the first time nathi sibanayo a black queer apha kuthi kwi-New Wave podcast. Masikwamkele Sam, kunjani?
I've always been many of first, always the first one. Molweni bethuna, I'm good. Njani wena?
Ndiyaphila nami, ndithanda kanye xa ubulisa kalandlela yakho. Molweni bethu.
Molweni bethuna, another day, another vlog.
Yes, another podcast.
Hey, another podcast.
Yes. Ingabe yokuqala le podcast ko kanye?
It's the first one actually. It's the first one. I'm excited. Yeah.
I'm also excited now. Masithi mhlambe asiqale kwakanje. And sifuna ukwazi thina, so tell us a bit about, not a bit, tell us more about yourself, like who are you?
Okay, so Sam Mzingelwa. As you might know, I was born and bred in a small dusty street of Ekayamandi, which is situated Ekayamandi in Stellenbosch. So ndikhulile ke phayana. I went to a colored school. From primary to high school. So I went to Clotersville Primary. After that, I went to Lukovor School. And then shortly after, again, ndayofunda some journalism and media studies, but unfortunately, financial exclusion. That's when I also needed to grow, and then I found myself in retail industry. But yeah, Usam Ngoku is a content creator. We TikTok molweni betuna. But yeah, that's like basically who Sam is in the nutshell. Queer, black queer, beautiful black queer from Stellenbosch.
Yes, yazi khona onye umuntu ndiyaqonda ba kade wathi intoni le black queer.
Okay, so obviously I am black. We can't hide away from that.
Okay.
We can't shy away from that. So basically being queer, it means because it's the LGBTQI plus community. So being queer, it's basically me challenging the norms. So it's me putting myself out there to say, Bana, I am not assigned to a specific, because I identify myself as non-binary. I am not saying, Bana, I'm a she. I'm not saying I'm a he, which is, Bana, I am a non-binary. I don't confirm to any specific gender, but I am queer. I am challenging what is normal out there. I am doing what I feel like is right for me. So if I wake up tomorrow, I want to wear a skirt, I do that. If I want to wake up tomorrow and be in my masculine era, I do that. So I am not boxing myself. So me saying, Bana, I am black queer, I am saying, Bana, this is who I am. Take me lending ayo, because you can't really box the person that I am, because I'm always challenging the norms. Always.
Okay. So okay, mhlambe masithi umzekelo onye umuntu mhlambe yakuchaza mhlambe mhlambe ungathanda mhlambe umuntu athini xa ekuchaza mhlambe athi same is she or he, like that.
So kulapho ke ngingena khona xa benisithi I'm non-binary, so it's going to be they them.
Okay.
So I'm sure mhlambe you've heard that term people are using it. Maybe you might be confused, but what does would they them mean? We understand. So it comes from la term canine binary. So I'm not saying bana call me he, I'm not saying call me she.
Okay.
So you're gonna be bana where are they? Which is bana you are referring to me, because I feel like once you say where is he, and then you are automatically boxing me into this masculinity.
Okay.
But if you're saying, where is she? You are also boxing me into this femininity as well. So, because imagine, Tingabe skate, in my skate era, feminine era, and then when I was bana, where is he? Where is he? And then nanku he at the stiletto, a mini skirt, and then it's not gonna make sense. You understand? For you, it might not make sense, but hence I'm saying bana 9 binary is gonna be where are they? You understand? So
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Ayifumana kahle. Masithi mhlambe masibuyele nje kancinci ne.
Okay.
So that sizawuqa mhlambe xa ungasibalisela mhlambe okukhuleni kwakho kube ukhule ungumuntu onjani and uzibone nini into ba I think mna ndiyazibona ba andingulomuntu andinguyanga lo abendicinga ba ndinguye.
Okay. Very interesting. So at some point in my life, I acted straight. So at some point, I've had girls before. I dated girls before. So ukula in a location, yes, life was unjani. Grow up in the location. Ungumfana, now you're expected ba uzodlala nabafana, because immediately once you do izinto abangaziqhelanga, then they're going to use that term, sorry to put it out there, yobo move ba ayi move kwethini kwenzeka ntoni ngawe, because you are doing things that is not aligned to what the society is expecting of you just because ungumntana ungumfana. So I grew up but at that time I'm trying to figure out, because I can say bana but khona into ekhoyo uyabo qhane ngumntana, I'm trying to process my feelings and all of that. Ndikhule ke namajita, because kaloku funeke ndihambe namajita, develop some good relationship with amajita ke back in the day, dated some few girls. Sorry if you're watching this, dating some few girls. And then I think in high school, when I started high school, that's when then I started to see bana, hey man, Sam, you are leaning more towards this side, because I'm a cherry, but you are dating just because that is what expected of you. But ingabe into ifuna yona, because when I'm seeing a guy, I get more attracted to than when I am saying, I'm like, but I'm trying to understand ba ingabe ndim nalomntu na uyabo. And then I started then to explore and see bana, okay, ithini story sam. That's when then I was able to find myself, but I did not tell anyone. I was very quiet about it, because I just wanted to process it myself first, so that and then stuff started to happen, and then eventually I came out of sexuality. It was 2016. Yes, after 2016, I then came out of asexuality, because I had a plan. I had a plan after figuring out in high school, bana, hey, man, Sam, you are part of the LGBTQI plus community. I will belong in the community, but my fear was bana ndizo to come out in skolweni, and then fear of being disowned, fear of bana because the firstborn in ngumfana. So all these expectations that they come up with, especially xa ungumXhosa. So yes, ngoba xa ufika kwi-age ethile usuppose nomfazi, and I've got 2 siblings and ngabafana nabo. So basically 3 guys, and then now mna ndingulona that is the firstborn, and automatically sekulindelwe lukhulu ngam, because they've got plans about my life ba ndizophuma but I had different plans about my life. And my plans were bana, okay, let me go to initiation school, do what I need to do. Then this as bana, at least I did what I'm supposed to do, or what is expected of me. Then I'm going to be able to be in a space in this as ba, at least in Mdala, I can take decisions. Should I be disowned, or should ba apa? Then in the Azazbana, at least in the backup, send him from metric one, send 10, and then this was born. But unfortunately, but I have different plans than what my parents or the society expected me to be.
So that time ke ngokusiya kwi initiation school ingaba mhlambe uye mhlambe ngenxa yoba mhlambe ufuna into ba okay now ndiyazibona so uzibona already uzawuya kweli
yes,
icala how
yes.
kodwa mawufuna nje ukususa lento so kuye kwabanjani mhlambe uye waqonda ba zaw actor till gqibe zonke lo ndigqibe sonke isikolo sami sabudodini yonke into endizawuyenza ndiyenze gqibe yonke into ndigqibe and then after that ke ngoku ndiye ke ngoku ndiziveze uba ndingubani okanye uziveze kwangoku yana usephayana.
No, ndiziveze after, because I went through as much as bana ewe it was expected of me, but it's also something that I wanted to do because I do believe kwizinto zamasiko, but I'm also very much into the spiritual side, which is I also believe in God, but it's something that I wanted to do as well for myself, which is I was so excited to go through the journey. Because it helped me, it shaped me, I learned a lot, I was able to grow in the process, but I feel like it's also something that I wanted to do because ndandikule journey yoba ndizama uzifikarisha out kanye kanye ba ithini na into yam, but getting that break and going to that school also gave me more clarity to understand ndizazi bana okay Sam ungulo muntu lo unguye, but I went through the entire process, what I needed to go through, and then I only came out after I was done with everything that I needed to do, what was expected of me, which is bana coming the following year, do what I needed to do, do whatever that I needed to do, and then thereafter then I was then able to tell my mother and my family bana listen ke sekunjalo.
So inoba kubanjani ke ngoku because kaloku kubakho lanto mhlambe kubekho omalume bakho nokuthi bakho abathile mhlambe balapha kwifamily ongahlali nabo after ke ngoku so uzivezile ngoku baza abantu ba hey ingathi waste lento siyenzileyo kanti le ntwana iya kulonyaka iyavele yatshintsha yaba kanti kuye kubanjani after uzivezile ke ngoku.
Luckily, I don't have a big family, ne? But obviously, dynamics changed a bit. Changed in a sense, so bana ngoku, you are this person, and then this is what we expected of you. As I said, bana they had plans about life wam, but now I had plans about my life that they did not know about. So me coming out, it was a bit of a struggle. Obviously, my mom and I, we did not kick it off after I came out. It was a bit of a struggle for us to be able to mend a relationship. My father, because someone came through. So someone came through and they saw me at the groove, and then I was busy. I was kissing this guy, a groove, ne? And then someone saw that, they immediately ran to my dad, and then my dad took all that information. Wena uhamba uncamisana nabafana ezitratweni ithi into yakho yawo, but that conversation did not go ngale ndlela expecting ngayo because my granny was so emphasizing on bana lo mntana okwayekhula he's never given us any problems. Ukhulile wayesikolweni zange kwakho izinto ba kuzoxelwa or people are complaining about lo muntu anguye or whatever lento beyenza. Uyile simsile esikolweni, he did what he needed to do, but why is it then now becoming a problem because ngalo life le because life wakhe lona, we understand it's not like bana see we are getting complaints bana hey hayi uSam uphandle ngoku umoshile kulo mzi siyabizwa lo mntana zange wayenza lonto. So my granny was like basically my backbone at that point, nguye umuntu wazamba makazame umkhupha kweza ngqondo uyabo, but us having like a sit down conversation and speaking about it, that has never really happened after that encounter. But we are bona ba okay what kind of person I am, because that time is very cultural. Like a typical Xhosa man from Ezlalini, and then we never really sat down, but we had born baninjani because I think after he saw okanye spoke about that, I think indlela yakhe confirm ba okay umntanami ngoku phila lo life uthile. But with my mom, it was, as much as it was hard, but we had that conversation. Uyabo. So it was quite interesting, but the dynamics changed a bit. But my aunt, she was okay because she's very young, understanding. My brothers on the other side, unexpectedly, because because the one that comes after me, Sishana Ngonyaka, and we went to initiation school together. And then last born. So it was a bit nerve-wracking, because kaloku at some point ndisengubhuti wabomdala uyawo. So ke ngizothini ke ngoku, is it going to change dynamic mhlambi that they think bana okay ngoku I can't fulfill my duties as the firstborn, or I can't fulfill my duties as brother wabo omdala na. Because now I never want to be described or defined by my sexuality on what I can and cannot do. So, but it came out very nice. It came out very nice because my brother, was like, "Bana, I love you despite anything else. You're always gonna remain my brother. I can't change you up. Ubuena, the younger one, besan bizaputi, still the same dynamics to a point where bendihlala eGqeberha not long ago, ndabe ndihlala nabo ndirenta nabo pha. I was able to go out. I was putting my miniskirts in front of them. They would help me out to pick my outfits. They would help me out to pick my outfits. Like, I'm installing myself. They would do that. And it was only the three of us, me and my younger siblings. They would help me out, pick my outfit. And they would be the first people to give me compliments and to showcase, what kind of relationship is he established throughout the years, and for them to be like, you can be yourself and more in front of us. So me having that support structure from my brothers and from a family has really helped me to be able to be so firm about Lomdo Nunguye and be like, I am here and this is me.
And then bona at least banjani bantu ba straight bakusupporta nje be right be straight okanye
ba straight bona
but ncam awumaqondi.
No, I'm not. I ditch man maqondi. They are very straight. But ke umuntu zazibo yena because mhlambi uzothi uyabo nezenzo zakhe ndibabona mina ingabafana ba straight uyabo. So andibazi ke mhlambi umuntu. But I feel like if there was any signs, they were going to be so comfortable because I've already came out and showed them, listen, you have to live your life authentically. You need to be yourself and more. Don't let abantu determine indlela ophila ngayo wena yenza lento ikholisa wena. Do what makes you happy. Be yourself. You understand? So I've given them that platform. It's not like, they're going to be the first in the family because I was the first.
I know. And ke siyafundisa ke ngakahle lento. Siyafundisa nabanye abantu mhlawumbe ukuzamkela yonke into and kuba njani. Mhlawumbe nabanye abantu bayayifunda into ba iza acceptwa njalo xa na uphuma yabona. Kuthiwa uphuma kwento kanene.
Out of your closet.
Out of your closet. Kuba njani so that azoyazi. And sisafuna nokwazi ke ngomhlawumbe umzekelo. Njeba ke ngoku kokweni kuqhutyeko ke ngokusenziwa izinto zemicimbi nentoni. Uye wenze njani ke ngoku ayilithuba loba ngokuzawufanele ba ngokuye phango ke mhlanti ngoku and ke ngoku kusafanele ngofuna iskate usibeke ecaleni.
Listen, very interesting because it happened like recently. Last year December ngoku my brother, my younger sibling, he was going to initiation school, so initiation school. I went there, I went, family was there, me with my long nails and everything, I was there, but it did not stop me from doing what I needed to do, okanye performing my duties as well. Bendingena, I did what I needed to do, you understand? Respect, obviously, to a certain extent. Obviously, ndizongena ebuhlanti ngibe miniskirt, but ndizongena and fulfill my duties because, as I said, sexuality does not define the duties that I can and cannot perform. So I was able to go in, did what I needed to do, and it was quite interesting because I was telling my friends when I came back, I was like, hey, the way that I was so involved in each and everything that was happening, the way that I was so involved in decision making, in everything that needed to happen, Payana Ezlalini, I was so hands on. Now I came back like, kodwa guys, yes, bendi hands on, and I was never given a space so bana ingathi ndifeel excluded. No one excluded me. But when there was needed to be decisions that needed to be made, I was included. I was there because Kaloko, I'm the big brother. I needed to make the decisions that I know and from the experience that I've got, and also making sure that I am there for my younger sibling. So it did not change anything. I did what I needed to do. Came in yomkiti, ndamhle na pop and alright. Nabanye abantu.
Nakalami nomgidi wazithi ntoni mbhaco ntoni
umbhaco kaloku ndandikhephuzela
but ke abantu belali baqhelile
abantu belali bandiqhelile beningagoduki as much but bayandazi yabo kubekho ke obviously with your social media and ke ngumna ndingilaa mntu obana listen mna I'm gonna do me, so it's either undithetha ngale ndlela undithatha ngayo or we understand, but I'm gonna just be myself ndibe le ndlela le ndingayo uyabo. So it was quite interesting. I didn't face any homophobic like mhlambi homophobic signs or whatever. Mhlambi abanye abantu felt otherwise, but kakubekho lonto, but I was just like doing what I needed to do.
Okay, ndicela ke sisele amanzi uba uzawusela amanzi okanye uzawusela idrink okanye uzawusela iwine undiphe nje ixesha lothi nje ke siye evenkileni.
Umjida Activist Entrepreneurs Pty Ltd brings you the fresh Umjida Dry Gin, Umjida Wines, Activist Dry Gin, Activist Wine. You can get it anywhere. Just holler at us 084-0381-900, or you can contact Cadenza at New Wave Podcast and get hold of us. Ijan Endala, Ijan Yaseka. Umjida, a representation of a hero yaselokishini.
Masingene apha ke ngoku i-content. So i-content yona uyiqale nini yona and intoni ekwenza uba mawuqale yona?
So i-content creation, it's something that I've always been into. As I said, bana, I went to study journalism and media studies because I always believe bana, I'm a media person. After being introduced to Quinto Radio in grade 11 by Miss Wam Sitbana, because she was my Afrikaans teacher. So I was my school in orally yonke lando. And then she was like, Bana, hey, but Sam, please come here because I feel like Bana, you've got a nice voice, and I think Bana, please go to the summer school. Kindly, only that's when I was gonna be introduced to the radio industry. So ndafunda ke more into media, went to journalism and media studies, and then that's when my interest started to spark. Like, hey, but I enjoy lento. Did some content nyana there and there, opened some YouTube channel, yabo. But yabona masixoza mpush content like bana, okay, ndiyayipusha lento, but uyeza, but ngendlela zayo you get demotivated sometimes uqonda hey ndicontinuishe na okanye ndingacontinuishi. And then I lost my YouTube channel. Yayisaqala kakuhle. That demotivated. Like, okay, I am done with this. That's when after I did my first story talking about my HIV story that picked up. But after losing my channel, when I lose interest, I was like, okay, I'm not doing this. And this is effort. I'm not going to do any of this. Up until this year, coming back from a barber shop, I'm in my bed, I'm relaxing. That was the 12th of January. I'm like, okay, Yazi, my friends have been telling me, but I'm and Sam, can you please go into TikTok and then see if this can work out? Just like on a normal Sunday, okay, let me just post this video. Only kanti, that's when it was izo pick up ngakhona. And then I always believe in the scripture that says, Bana, when the time is right, the Lord will make it happen. Back in the day, I wanted things to work my way, and they did not. Now this year, me posting just a video, not knowing that it was going to blow off, kanti that was the start of my content creation. So as I said, it started this year, the 12th of January, and now within these few months, it blew up the way that it did. And nalapho, it was more for me, but so focus obviously on the health side up until I did a video yami yokuqala ndipheka umphokoqo, and then I was like, okay, People are also interested to see this other side of me ndipheka. Okay, let me try it. Man ke nenzisa nenkosi yami yokuqala and see ba izoba njani na, because ndikhule ndingumuntu othanda upheka. I'm very domesticated. Kwamna ndithanda uclean. I love like a clean spot yonke into yami. So okay, let me showcase this side. Man ke ndifake idish yami yokuqala. Hayi ke yaqala kanjalo ke into yethu noRabbi.
Yeah, rappelling. Yazi ndijothuke kakhulu nyani. Ndothuke kakhulu ba i-content yakho pha ku TikTok uyiqale kulonyaka ngokubona i-numbers onazo phayana, i-following onayo phayana. Wow. Awusebenzile mfondini.
We are almost 350 now.
Almost 350 ngoku. Wow. Chonga ke ngoku uqale nini ke ngoku ubona ba ngoku ntsake ndithethe ngesi stigma ngoku. Kwenzeke ntoni?
So I found out that I'm positive. I was 20 years that time. Then at 20, sengumtanseli yuku nselapha phandle estratweni. So zamufika reach out to life. Kanti on a normal day, I'm going to a clinic, as I say a story in Sam on the video, going to a clinic because I thought I had piles, only to find out that I am HIV positive. And that did not sit well with me because ndingumntana and understand. And remember, I said 2 years prior in 2016, bendisanda phuma out kwifamily yam about my sexuality. Then 2 years later, I'm going to come back and this is what I'm HIV positive. And now that was very scary for me. Ba ngoku, whatever that is happening, it's going to be associated with the sexuality. And it had nothing to do with that. So I had to find my ways of let me go and rent myself somewhere so that I can figure this out. Well, so after 5 years, that's when I then started to tell my family, because the first year I only told Eve best friend yam, which was Usiziwe, because that's the only person that I ran to after finding out that I'm positive. And then before posting as a story on internet, obviously I needed to have that conversation first with my family and my close ones. So I did not just decide, okay, I'm going to post it, but I needed to have that conversation 5 years later to go to my mom. For the last 5 years, been pillar HIV. So I needed to go there, have those conversations. Bangaboni ngento sebebona online without me having a conversation, because as much as benimfihlele nsoyika, but I knew I needed to have that conversation. And ndamfonela because nandihlale eBhayi ngela xesha. Ndamfonela I was like, bana mama kunje, I was crying dilel hlobo diphilana with HIV and it's been 5 years now. Azodina kubana her answer was bana xa kanti ubuphila nayo for 5 years and you've been taking good care of yourself for the last 5 years, then indoni ingxaki, because which is bana so uzazi ba uphila kanjani and so uziphethe kakuhle for so long, we understand. So akho nto ezotshintsha ngoku qha wena qhubekeka ngalendlela lobusenza ngayo, uyabo. So obviously she spoke some words of wisdom. Yasukela apho ke ngoku after like 2 months or so, and then I started to make that video because I felt the need to do it. And me doing that video, it was a matter of me freeing myself from all the guilt that I felt all these years, because I was blaming the other person, because I was with the person during that time when I found out that I'm HIV positive. And I was blaming that person, but I needed to forgive that person so that I can move on with my life. I needed to have those difficult conversations with Ifemiliam so that I can move on. So when I decided to sit down, Denzela video, it was a matter of Diaz Kulula. I'm freeing myself. I'm freeing myself, bana. Now I have to have need yobana manifihli pilisi zam xa funeke nditye ipilisi zam funeke ndoyike ba abantu if babone ezibhotile, everyone is going to make assumptions zabo. But I'm saying ngoku I can put my pills on top of the counter, on top of a chest of thrower yam, because I know that's mine. You understand? Damkela isimo sam ngokwenje njalo. So yeah, but it was great. So that's where the inspiration came about, and I don't regret it at all. I don't regret it at all.
Kule cyberbullying ingaka enkulu kangaka, ukuvele wena uqonda ndizavele kwi-channel yakho uzawuvele uthethe ngento engolhlobo ka uyicinga into enjalo ba le nto ndisifaka engathi ndisifake engqondweni.
That's a problem. I think obviously singabikho lonto, and I'm not expecting everyone to be positive about bana wonke umuntu bamakabe jolly makanikeze heart kwi-comment box and all of that, but ndiye kwi-social media and put out my life there, knowing that bana I am content with myself, knowing that I am content with the person that I am. So obviously I was expecting bana there's going to be somehow backlashes and people are going to say nasty things, but I know bangubani uSam Mzingelo. So what you're going to say to me, it's not about izinto engazange ndaziva, because at some point I came out of a closet and people were nasty, but I needed to grow out of that. I needed to be content with myself. I needed to make sure bana mna the right and in the So me as well, speaking about HIV yam, it's a decision that I took up on bana, okay, I'm going to share this. So I was so content. But what was interesting was I would get the comments as well, okay, you are black, you are South African, you are gay, so it is expected that bana automatically you're going to get HIV. Yeah. So those are the nasty comments that I've got. Bana, you are black, you are South African, you are gay, so you are going to get HIV. So like bana, ingenaphi ke sexuality yami ingenaphi just because I'm black, I'm South African, that's what you mean. Uyabo, but ke ngoku iphinde ifikelele kulanto ba ndizoyibona, but it's not going to do anything to me because mina ndi content and isimo sam senda samkela, akho nto noyithetha endingazange ndayiva. Uyabo, dilwile when I came out about my sexuality, got into physical fights with people because I needed to fight for my space. I needed to fight bandisixelele ba ndingulomntu ndinguye. So now I've got the same right as you've got. So unthatha ngolundlela unthatha ngayo, or we don't have to be friends. And I'm not looking for friends, but I was just like bana putting myself out there. Bana nam ndizophila life wam. The much rights now, just because you are straight, the rights that you have, now I've also got the same rights.
Okay. So ke ngoku uyaphangela, right? Okanye wenza njani? Ulithatha phela ithuba lokwenza content engaka.
No, I came to a decision ndiyekile ngokuphangela. So I was working when I started with the content. Obviously, I had a 9 to 5. I was working as a fashion stylist for this retail store, and then I am doing a radio. I was also doing content creation, but now obviously my content is growing, and then being in the media industry, it's something that I've always wanted. So now I then decided to bana mandiyeke emsebenzini. At the moment, so I'm currently unemployed and self-employed. So now my focus is content. I want to give it a chance. Andingomntu othanda ophila ngo what ifs. I would rather take this opportunity and see what it has for me in store. Now I want to put 2 times more than what I was putting because I know where I want to be. And I feel like I'm in the right direction. So if it means, bana, I need to take risks that is going to help me achieve what I want to achieve, then I'm willing to do that. So hence I came up to a decision. I spoke with the HR when I left, and then we were having a conversation like, bana, oh God, because now she was following me on socials. Then said, bana, unfortunately, at this point, it feels right. And I just want to give this a chance and see by starting Bekepina. Who knows? But I'm being positive about it. I'm being positive about it. I've got a good feeling, so let's see.
Okay, cool. Kule ndawo uhlala kuyo kufanele urentile, kufanele utyile, kufanele uthini. Wenza njani ke ngokuba usurvive ke ngoku?
Cela ninibook wethu.
Wenza njani because
cela ninibook.
Sikubhuka
you can get my email address. So obviously now I'm gambling, ne? Like I'm gambling basically. I took a risk. So I don't have like income that is going to be unnecessary stability that I had when I had 9 to 5. So now I'm depending, obviously, TikTok, we know, but it doesn't pay, but I'm depending with the brand collaborations that I'm currently working with. I'm also depending on getting gigs. As I said, but I'm available. I'm a radio host, so I can do MC, I can do motivational speaking, I can do guest appearances, I can do all of that. I am willing to put myself out there. So when all you need to do, Let's
Yes,
create
sir. Do the right
the
thing.
magic together.
Yes. Do the right thing.
Do the right thing. Let's do
Yes.
this.
I-radio yona andithi uyenza xa kuphela inyanga ne.
Radio ndiyenza Fridays, bendiyenza Fridays, only Fridays. But when I took that decision, I spoke with my programs manager. Like, man, okay, the free agent ngoku. So I want to invest. Like, igazi lam lishushu. Please, let's talk. But I'm available in the radio on Fridays and Saturdays. So Nenza Fridays, not Saturdays, but the aim is obviously to get a full-time show somewhere, but as well, me putting my content or putting out the radio side on my platform is to also showcase, Bana, I am a jack of all trades. I can cook, I can speak, I can do radio. There's nothing that I can't do. So yeah, I am just basically showing like the other sides of me. Because i-channel yam xa ungena ku-TikTok wam, you are basically seeing Sam Lwa ehleli, me speaking about HIV openly. That's the person that I am, because I was at the other school, my local school, Benukla High School, last week. And then they asked me to go and speak with the learners, my local high school. And the reaction that I got was so amazing to see, Bana, how they are able to take inspiration from someone someone that they can relate to, because high school is location len khulele kuyo. So now for me it was them bana sikhulele kwezi strato, but it does not mean bana kunyanzelekile ba mawuphelele up. You can work your way, you can always be whatever that you want to be, but ayithi lonto ba just because you grew up in the dirty streets zaseKhayamandi uzophelela pha. So yeah, there's a lot okwenzekayo at the moment.
Okay, le content creation yakho yenzayo, mhlambe xa unobaliselo onye umuntu ongayaziyo, ba uyiprepareisha kanjani lento, umchazela nje ekuqaleni ba ndenza le so that omnye umuntu azoyibona ba alento ayilulanga okanye ilula.
Kulixesha shem, at least ngoku ikhona laa nto uqonda ba okay ndihlile, because remember I needed to work 9 to 5 ngoba bendisaphangela. I needed to work, bendivuka ekuseni ndizazi uba ndiya emsebenzini 9 to 5, ndiphume ku-9 to 5, immediately xa ndibuya ku-9 to 5 ndithi ndingingangeni nasemnyango, sibe ndihamba netripod yam emsebenzini. Xa ndike ndingene nasemnyango ndiset up itripod yam, ndingene ndenze laa intro ba ndiyangena endlini, ndiyafika ndijule ibhegi ndiseku-uniform, andihlala ndithini, sendiqala ubeka iimbiza zam, ndicreate i-content. And remember, i-content andizubeka just nje imbiza and then ndenze, I need to take different angles. Funeka ndiyishutele ngapha, so that I can get le nto le ndiyifunayo, uyabo. And then ubona uba okay mhlawumbi ndigqiba upheka phaa koma 8:30 or so and done with the content creation. Oko bendimile from ekuseni, nasekuseni funeka ndivukile, funeke ndi-edithile, funeka ndenze yonke laa nto, uyabo. So it takes a lot of time. So content creation, it's not easy, but I always say to people that asking me bana kutheni, why, like uyenza njani, ndithi bana as long as you know your why. Kubalulekile uba uyazi uba into uyenzela ntoni na. If unaye u-why wakho, and then maybe whenever that you feel demotivated, you're always gonna go back to that why. Why did you start it? Why did I start the content? Bendiqaliswa yintoni na? And then you're gonna find your reasons, and then you're gonna be able to take it from there. And then that's always gonna be your daily motivation.
Wow. Okay. Mhlawumbe okay. Nakonye umbuzo ndiwunikwa apha ngoku. Ukuthiwa apha mandithi kuwe mandibuzo lo mbuzo ba ithini motivation onoyinika umuntu one HIV and AIDS okanye HIV.
Okay, so the motivation that I would give is bana HIV does not define who you are. It does not define who you are. Yes, it's a virus that lives within your body, but if you are able to take a treatment yakho, then you can be able to take charge and control of your life. Ayiphelelesanga mna 7 years ago, I did not know bana I would be in this stage that I am right now, but I was able to take that responsibility to say bana okay, ndizawuke ndithethe le nto kuthiwa mandiyenze, uyabo. So in whatever situation, maybe uhlele endlini, you are watching this and like bana kodwa Sam kodala ndifuna uphakama ndothatha iclinic iipilisi zami eclinic, but ndoyika abantu bazothini na. So philela abantu, live for yourself. I always say prioritize yourself, prioritize your well-being, prioritize mental health yakho, because once umzimba wakho ungabikho right, once ungabikho right wena apha esiqwini, you understand, it's going to obviously affect you mentally. If you're not eating your treatment and you feel like bad things are happening in your body, it's going to affect you mentally. Once you are not good mentally, then you are not going to function the way that you want to function. You're always going to feel demotivated. You're going to feel like bana, you are not worth it. You're going to feel like bana, you are useless. You're going to have sleepless nights after finding out that you are HIV positive. But that does not mean bana, it's the end of it. Because you are worth it, you are beautiful, you are amazing, you are great. And don't let a stigma of what people are saying about HIV to kill you. You have the power in your hands to wake up from that bed, go to the clinic, to the nearest clinic, and go take your medication. Ipilisi nje, one, umngqushwana nje, laqa umngqushwana wakho ngemini, utya nje umngqushwana wakho oyi-1 ngemini, uphole apha emedula obligata, and continue with your life. You understand? Kuyaphileka apha, but you got to be the one that's going to take that action, and you're going to be the one that has to take accountability and responsibility of your life. Because if you are not going to do that, no one else is going to do it for you. But you should be the one that is going to force yourself, bana phaka amaklobhedi uhambe uyotya ipilisi zakho, uphile life wakho. Akho nto engako. Uyabona uba singabayelo.
Wow.
Sibahle siyadlala.
Wow. Wise words, beautiful words.
Thank you.
Mamela ke umbuzo wami wokugqibela is this: is there anything you like to share okanye mhlambe into esakhe siyithathe mhlambe orhalelo kuyisharisha?
I think we've covered most of the aspects in it, but I think one thing that I always say to people, bana, live your authentic life. Suphelela abantu. Do what makes you happy. Because I've always confirmed to what people wanted me to be for like the longest time. And that was not a nice feeling. And then when I finally came out and said, bana, okay, this is who I am. And then it was not great. It got physical. It got police involved, because now people felt the need of wanting to tell me what to do with my life. So there's nothing important as you living your life. There's nothing important as you being authentic to yourself and knowing, bana, listen, I'm going to live my life the way that I want to live my life. But remember, uphila kai one, asibafuna what ifs. You can't be in your dead bed when you are 8 and qonba, kodwa mhlambi if ndandithe uyabo kube kungasathenekanga ke ngelaa xesha. So rather do what makes you happy now. Trust me, it comes with a sense of relief with yourself mentally, because there's other things. Life betunana is lifing for everyone, but akho nto ebalulekileyo njengoba wena uphilele wena, and making sure whatever decision that you take, you are always filling up your cup. Because if you're going to live for abanye abantu, you are always going to take out of your cup. And once you are empty and that cup of yours is very empty, you are not going to be in a good space. You are not going to be in a good space. So rather make sure, bana, you are filling that cup up. You are saying beautiful things about yourself. You are always speaking positivity upon yourself. You are always telling yourself that, bana, you are great at whatever that you do. And trust me, once you do that and once you apply that mentality in your life, there's nothing that can stop you. You can be unstoppable.
Wow, Sam. Wow. Akho needs mhlambe enye asiyavala ke ngoku. Akho nto mhlambe oyi-regretayo mhlambe oyi-decision oke wayithatha waqonda Lena
I always feel the need, but back in the day, I used to feel like, oh God, I regret. I wish bana I was not in a relation with mhlambi ezinto ngezingenzekanga, or I wish bana ndangethenanga. I wish but as I'm growing up, as bandikhula, I'm like, bana, I don't regret anything. I don't regret anything, because I feel like bana izinto zenzeka for a reason, and should those things never happen to me, maybe I was not going to be where I am. I was not going to be the person that I am, because izinto zenzeka to be able to shape us for the better. So no regrets, definitely nothing, because I am content with myself. I learned from my mistakes. I learned from that, but I don't have any regrets. I don't want to lie.
Wow. Thank you so much, Sam. Ixesha lakho nosivizithela kwakho usuke le kude eStellenbosch. Ixesha lingaka. Siyalibulela ixesha osiphelo namhlanje. Ndicela unikeze abantu i-details ba xa bekufuna bangakufuna phi, xa bekufuna ukufollowisha, befuna nokubhuka.
Okay, it's fine. So obviously ku TikTok nguSamo Mzingelwa, Facebook Samo Mzingelwa, Instagram Samo Mzingelwa, and then now I'm back on YouTube as well. So nguSamo Mzingelwa, and then if you would like to book me, the email address ngusamomzingelwa@outlook.com, samomzingelwa@outlook.com, and then my cell phone number is 071-894-0767, and then is a must-have. Let's create magic together. Sizothanda molweni bethuna together.
Enkosi. Sivale kanjalo.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank
Baba
you.
yini bethuna.
Yaphela kanjalo into yam no rappeleng.
Come to the biggest podcast in the world. Yeah. Me say dive into the rhythm, feel the new wave vibe. Yeah. Where fresh thoughts and voices come alive. Yeah. From deep conversations to the latest trends. Yeah. Won't you join us on this journey where the wave never ends? It's inspirational, yeah. Educationally, conversationally, and intellectually. The gold and the best in the game, yeah. Tell me how you catching the wave, yeah, yeah. It's a new wave, yeah, yeah. It's a new wave. It's inspirationally, educationally, conversationally, and intellectually. The best and the gold in the game, yeah. Tell me how you catching the wave, yeah, yeah. It's a new wave, yeah, yeah. Catch a new wave, yeah.